Tall Travis is an indie folk band based in Burlington, Vermont. They're influenced by bluegrass and folk punk. Their stylistically diverse acoustic music combines ukulele, guitar, bass, washboard, trumpet, and fiddle with strong lyricism and abundant vocal harmonies. Welcome, Tall Travis, all of you.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Thank you.
Hello.
Some indie music is made in bedrooms, but Tall Travis's new EP, Chicken Music, was made for a barn, is what I'm reading. According to Kiki Plow of the Cornell Daily Sun. Is this true?
I would say so. We recorded it. Actually, we recorded that one remotely, kind of all over the place. So some of it was done in bedrooms, living rooms, and whatnot. But it's meant to be a more kind of crunchy sound, a more, I guess, more high energy thing than our previous albums have been. And then we put out one more full length since then. That was last January.
Is it hard to capture that high energy, or is it better to see you live?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Go ahead,
My
Finn.
mom, my mom is a good feedback giver, and she said that we were better live until our most recent album, which is the first one that captures the live energy. I don't know if that's true. We try to capture the live energy in our albums, and
Yeah.
we have different thoughts as to what extent we're able to do that.
It's
Sounds
always
like-
it's always a challenge though, because we do all of our recording ourselves. So we only can really record to maybe a handful of times. We've recorded like a bunch of instruments at once, but that's always technically challenging. So usually we'll be like doing one person at a time and layering it, and it can just be harder to get like the sort of performances where you're feeding back from each other and whatnot.
So you usually get in your little bubbles like you are right now.
More or less.
For that reason, though, I definitely say that we tend towards being a live band. Is where we sort of excel the most or feel most at home, because we really sort of semi-improvisational music and bouncing off each other and being able to hear each other all the time and interact, which is just a lot harder to do when you're on recording.
You consider your lyrics more cerebral than most, although punk in nature. I mean, you are punk in nature. And then I think with that comes anti-establishmentarianism to some degree.
Add a diss in there for extra word points.
Yeah.
Disestablishment. Yep. That one.
I think that we try to be more cerebral than most groups for sure. One of our influences is the Decemberists, who are known for using a lot of big words. And, I talk to Casey about trying to put big words in our songs so that I don't know. But yeah, we're also going for the punk and anti-establishment attitude, which is, I guess an interesting like genre line to walk.
Yeah. And a lot of the folk punk bands we listen to, we've had conversations about this and mostly agree that like a big draw of them is the lyricism, because the recording quality of a lot of like our favorite bands is often pretty bad. Instrumental performances can be iffy, but it's like some of the most emotionally powerful music that I've heard. So we sort of draw a bit from that as well, I think, in terms of our lyrics.
One of the cues for me was when you talk about a social contract and fences and laws.
Finn's a government major.
And Old Jack is a yarn about a free-spirited town elder who's murdered for radicalizing the youths with thoughts of liberation, right?
Suppose so. I wrote that song, and those are not actually my words. I don't know who originally wrote that. It may have been Abigail.
It was Abigail, yeah.
Abigail from 7 Days wrote that. but I think it pretty well captures the vibe of the song. That was definitely one of the songs I wrote in an attempt to weave a song that could stand alone as a story song while also sort of slipping in a bit of messagery and purpose to it without being too overt and corny with it.
I can relate to Jankwagon. I had a similar piece of junk when I was young, and I love the lyrics. Oh, there's memories in the cracks between the seats. There's still peanut crumbs that my dad left behind. Each CD and each case denotes a time and place. These certain moments would be gone if my car didn't remind. Who wrote that one?
That was me. Yes. The jank wagon is in fact my car. From 2003. It was my grandma's and my dad's. I guess it's all pretty much outlined in the song. Yeah, I wanted to write a song that had the right balance of goofy and serious.
Mm-hmm.
And so the song starts sounding like it's goofy, and then on that bridge, which you just read the first half of, it gets serious. Yeah, and I wanted to just take the listeners by surprise with maybe it's relatable, hopefully it's entertaining, and then maybe it like hits you a little in that part.
No doubt. And I love the horns in some of your songs, like Fences and Laws and Not Allowed. Are you going to be bringing any horns with you to the Black Bear Americana Music Festival? Oh, good.
Absolutely.
Of course. Justin is our trumpet player who couldn't make it today, but I believe he did all of the horns on all of our stuff except for we had a guest clarinet player and a guest there was a trombone player on Jankwagon as well, but everything else, it's him.
Justin is amazing. He's the only one of us who studied music in college.
So, yeah.
Very lucky to have him.
So this is going to be your third time at the Black Bear Americana Music Festival, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Any favorite memories from the first two times?
That's a good question.
I think in a, I guess, less musical sense, I've really enjoyed we get a couple free tickets to give to friends each year. So I've enjoyed like setting up camp. We have this one spot by an old flatbed trailer where we usually set up, and it's really fun just like being able to listen to really cool bands and to kind of live with all of your friends for a couple days.
Yes.
Obviously the music is really cool too.
I think my favorite.
Oh, go ahead.
You go,
okay.
Teddy.
I was gonna say I think my favorite memory was when we played on the acoustic stage last year, in between the Slambovians and who was after us? I don't want to get it wrong.
Martin Sexton.
That's what it was.
Yes. Yep.
And so everyone was like already really revved up from the Slambovians, and like the whole crowd just like shifted over in front of the acoustic stage, and I think that was probably the most like audience feedback we've ever gotten. And also we had the guy without a shirt on. You know, at every concert there's always that guy in the front and he's whipping around his shirt, and I was like, yes, we did it, we made it, we got the guy without the shirt.
I remember that guy.
Yeah. I think his name was Andrew. Shout out to Andrew for taking off your shirt.
It was like 30 degrees that night.
Yeah, it was so cold.
Yeah.
Well, definitely looking forward to seeing you this year at the Black Bear Americana Music Festival. Would you like to play a quick game before we leave?
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
It's called Lyrical Ponderings. I'm going to give you a song title that's in the form of a question. You can either tell me who sang the song or answer the question. Give me a number between 1 and 201.
3.
3?
Okay.
Here we go. Would you believe?
That's the question?
Yep.
No, I'm agnostic, man.
Well, that would be like a maybe.
Maybe.
I would believe.
That was the Hollies. Would you believe?
Wow.
I'll give you another chance. Give me another number.
Okay.
157.
All righty. 157. Here we go. Who loves you?
I know the answer to this. Oh no. I can't remember, but my friends love me. My bandmates love me.
Good answer. That was the Four Seasons in 1975.
Four Seasons. God damn it. I was going to say the Zombies, but I knew that wasn't right.
That's close, not too far.
You're very close, yeah.
All right. Well, you're going to be performing on 2 days, Friday and Saturday at the Black Bear Americana Music Festival. Tall Travis, definitely looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
And thank you for
so much,
joining me
Mark.
today.
As well.
Thanks for having us.